Have you ever wondered how a firefly produces that magnificent glow and why some beaches glow in the night? If yes, the answer is here. The ability of living organisms to produce light is called bioluminescence. And some land organisms like firefly, glowworm, and mushrooms are known to produce this bioluminescence. However, more than 3/4 of the flora and fauna that is living in the marine or aquatic ecosystem is known to produce their own light. Now, let's understand what is the mechanism behind this bioluminescence in organisms. These bioluminescent organisms possess a unique system of enzyme and substrate which is called luciferase-luciferin system. Luciferase is an enzyme which converts luciferin, which is a substrate, in the presence of oxygen to give rise to oxyluciferin, and at the same time light is emitted, and this light what is emitting in the presence of luciferase and luciferin is what is bioluminescence. Now you may be thinking why we need to have this bioluminescence when we have so much of light around us. The reason or the answer for this may be different for different organisms. For example, for a firefly, it is a light produced to attract the females. Generally, only male fireflies produce this light. And this light is specific to every species. And females can see this light and come attracted to these male fireflies, and male fireflies will be chosen based on the light. The best males who produces the best quality light will be chosen for mating. For a glowworm, the reason may be different. In case of glowworm, it is to attract other insects so that these glowworms can devour or eat on these other insects. And for mushrooms which bioluminesce, the reason is to attract insects so that these insects are able to carry their spores and they could cause germination or propagation of their spores and helps in continuing their generation. When we come to marine organisms, the reasons are more obvious. The light cannot penetrate the deeper layers of sea. As a result, these organisms produce light or bioluminescence to catch their prey. Just like how we use torch in the night, the deep seas are pitch dark, and this light helps them to catch their prey. In case of anglerfish, they have a special mechanism. They have a special sac just above their head which is called eschar, which harbors a lot of bioluminescent bacteria. Actually, anglerfish does not produce its own bioluminescence, and these bioluminescent bacteria glow. As a result, a lot of fish and invertebrates are attracted towards this anglerfish. And finally, as they are approaching, this anglerfish would just open its mouth and would feed on these smaller fishes and invertebrates. And some fishes and squids may spew bioluminescence just to confuse the predator and to escape from the predators. The most spectacular of all the bioluminescence can be seen among certain sea creatures which we call as sea sparkle. And the sea sparkle is a dinoflagellate, a single-celled organism which can produce its own light. And this sea sparkle may be more than 70 different species of dinoflagellates may be doing this. And the most common of sea sparkle is Noctiluca scintillans. And these organisms possess a special cell organelle called scintillons. And these organisms, whenever they are disturbed, their cell membranes would stretch, activating receptors which would go and act on the scintillons to produce bioluminescence. Basically, these scintillons possess the same luciferin-luciferase system which we discussed earlier. Whenever these Noctiluca scintillans bioluminesce, they are not one organism. There are millions of them which bioluminesce together, producing a sea sparkle which you can see as a magnificent light which will lit up the entire seashore. And this type of bioluminescent seashores can be seen across tropical seas of Australia, UK, US and Maldives. The reason why these Noctiluca scintillans produces this bioluminescence is still unclear. scientists suggest that this could be a means to evade from the predators. You can imagine when a Noctiluca scintillans or a sea sparkle is producing light, and this light will attract a lot of predators, and in return these predators which were supposed to feed on this sea sparkle would be attracting a lot of other larger predators which would come and feed these predators which would otherwise feed on the Noctiluca scintillans, and they can escape from their predators. Now, some of the factors can influence the glow or the bioluminescence produced in the sea. It is said that organic matter which is left as an effluent to the sea can increase the amount of bioluminescence because these organisms will feed on organic matter. However, the heavy metals and toxic chemicals can cause death of these dinoflagellates. The same phenomenon of bioluminescence by Noctiluca scintillans was seen along the coast of Karnataka this year. Scientists suggest that this might be due to increase the temperatures of the sea, or it may be due to increase the organic matter, which may be effluents coming from the industries. This is not the only form of light which is produced by organisms. Some organisms can absorb some light, and at the same time, whenever they're absorbing the light, they emit certain other light forms, which is called biofluorescence. So other than the bioluminescence, biofluorescence is another way how organisms can emit light. And this way of biofluorescence is due to certain proteins which are present in these organisms. And these proteins are called fluorescent proteins. Scientists have already extracted green, red, and blue types of fluorescent proteins. The discovery of green fluorescent protein won the 2008 Chemistry Nobel Prize. And since then, many other fluorescent proteins have been discovered by scientists, including red fluorescent proteins and blue fluorescent proteins and many more. And this discovery of fluorescent proteins have opened new vistas in the field of genetics, neurobiology, and biomedical research. Scientists have been able to discover the proteins which code for these biofluorescent proteins, and they have been able to use these genes or proteins which are biofluorescent and have been able to tag these fluorescent proteins to proteins of our interest, and they can see movement of various proteins across the cell, so they can study the behavior of neurons or position of neurons coding for various physiological activities, and also they are able to track the movement of cancerous cells in an organism. If we can harness the light producing ability of these organisms, days are not too far when we will be able to replace all the extinguishing fossil fuels with green energy for the growing world's needs. I hope you have liked this video. If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel. And if you like us to make more videos like this, and if you have any topic suggestions, please put it in the comment section below. Thank you.